Hi friends, welcome to Fit and Travel. So, without these tea leaves, there is no Ooty, there is no Munnar, that you know. Actually, backside of this beautiful tea leaves, there is a lot of history, a lot of hard work. So, here that tea plantation workers have to work from morning 8:30 to evening 5:30. They will get only the lunch break. They are working in this heavy rain just for very low wages. There is a myth behind the origin of the tea. That is, one myth is like the martial arts monk Bodhidharma traveled to China and he meditated in the cave for 9 years. So some people are telling that some few eye drop fallen from his eyes and it just fall on the ground when some new plants grown. That is a tea. It's a only myth. And one more myth is like that one Chinese king, he went for a hunt. Then that time he camped at night, or he stayed at night somewhere. So that time some strange leaves fall on his boiling water. Then that time he tasted that water, so it tastes different. So then the Chinese started to cultivating the large wide tea plantations. Now what happened? Now local farmers had changed their cultivation to the coffee, ginger, and they're taking off the tea leaves because the price is decreased. But what happened the last month? Now the price is increased up to 28 rupees for kg for the tea plants. Lot of history behind these tea leaves. Okay, now this tea is very accessible and we can drink easily. But in early 80s, it was very difficult to get a cup of a tea because it was so costly. Friends, the British people bring tea to India is at 1788, but in 1824, the saplings were discovered by the Robert Bruce and Mahendram Devan. Actually, the Chinese tea leaves and the Indian tea leaves are very different. First, the British people thought that this tea leaves grown only on the China, but for strangely, they found some plants even in India at Assam. So India is the largest tea producing countries in the world, but the strange fact is the 70% of the tea we are consuming at India only. Now we drink tea as like a normal drink, but the 1689 is used for the head. It's for used for a medicine. If you have a headache, that time they used to drink the tea. At 80s, teas were grown only at the Assam. But what happened after 1815s? The tea industry rapidly expanded to other parts of India. In at least Chinese peoples, it's a secret drink of the only Chinese people. But the Robert Fortune, he was a Scott botanist. He spent almost 2.5 years in China, and he's working with the Royal Horticulture Society of London. And actually, he steals some plants and seedlings. It was the properties of the Chinese government or Chinese empire. Then he brought that Chinese seedlings and tea leaves to the tea plants to the India. Well, starting there was no idea about the tea cultivation in India. So what he did is he also brought some group of Chinese tea workers to India, those who trained in especially the cultivating the tea plants. The first state to produce tea plants is Assam. But then what happened? The British people expanded their cultivation at the different type of hill station like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Tripura, Arunachal Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh. In early the all tea estates in India were maintained by the British officers. After what happened when we got the independence, when every tea estates were taken by the Indian owners, that then everything is spoiled. That workers' quarters, they are not they are not maintaining properly. Even the roads are not maintaining properly, and the factories are not maintaining properly. Even there is some estate, even it's abandoned, like Manjusri estates. It's like abandoned. I think now they are not doing any work over there. But the estate where I'm showing now here every work is going on. Here also every work was done by the Tamil and Karnataka and Kerala people who migrated here only for the tea plant, working on the tea plantation. Now what happened? Their children were well educated and they taken their parents to some other place. So here you can see the elephant's footprint over here. So after 7 or 8 you cannot walk over here. So now it's safe, I think. So their children's taken their parents to the cities, metro cities, so that here there is no people for working here. People are very less for working in the states. So what happened? Now they are by the contract base. They are taking the workers from the Assam and even from the Nepal also. They are working in the contract base. As you can see, the workers will pick only the pulpy young leaves, not this greenish leaves. Okay friends, now I'm talking about some myths which is very famous among people. The one thing is, white tea will keep you young. There is no scientific proof among this statement. And some people even they tell tea dehydrates you. It's also not true. So I'm talking only about myths about tea. Then drinking tea decreases the risk of cancer. That's also a false statement. And green tea will make you slimmer. There is no scientific evidence. If you want to become slim, then you can drink tea and slim, right? Why you want to go to gym? And again, the green tea is better for you than black tea. That also not a true statement. Drink as much herbal tea as you want. No. And again, is herbal tea are safe for pregnant or breastfeeding women? No. Then tea health benefits are the antioxidants. I don't think so. And adding milk to the tea reduces the health benefits. That also not a true statement. And herbal teas do not contain caffeine. No, that also is false statement. Peppermint tea is good for stomach upset. Not actually. Actually, when you drink the peppermint tea, so you feel good. That's all. Herbal teas are natural and therefore safe. No, it's a wrong statement. All herbal teas are not natural, and all herbal teas have the smooth flavor. No, it's not. And the next big myth is the tea bag was invented by accident.